8 birdies in a single round is usually enough to silence any lingering doubts about a golfer's form. For Zalatoris, however, it did the opposite. His impressive opening round 67 at the Valero Texas Open sparked as many questions as it answered, particularly about his health. After the round, Zalatoris addressed the media and revealed that his earlier withdrawal from the Cognizant Classic in February had been widely misunderstood. While many assumed the issue was related to his ankle, the truth was far more serious and rooted deeper in his body. It's all related to the back, Zalatoris explained. He went on to describe a troubling condition involving his sciatic nerve. It was basically the sciatic nerve going down, basically, from the ankle down. I couldn't feel anything. The sciatic nerve is the longest nerve in the human body, running from the lower back through the hips and down each leg. When something goes wrong in the spine, particularly with the discs, it can create pain, numbness, or weakness anywhere along that pathway. In Zalatoris' case, the issue wasn't just discomfort, it was a loss of sensation, a frightening development for any athlete, especially one whose profession relies on precision and control. This revelation adds another chapter to what has already been a challenging physical journey for the 29-year-old. Following the 2025 PGA Championship, Zalatoris underwent artificial disc replacement surgery to address 2 herniated discs in his lower spine, specifically at the L4, L5 and L5/S1 levels. This procedure marked his second major back surgery in just 2 years. Before that, in April 2023, he had undergone a microdiscectomy, a less invasive procedure intended to relieve pressure on the nerve by removing part of a damaged disc. That surgery forced him to miss 8 months of competition. At the time, it was seen as a necessary but relatively conservative solution. However, as Zalatoris later admitted, it turned out to be more of a temporary fix than a long-term answer. His most recent surgery was far more significant. The artificial disc replacement not only addressed the damaged areas but also restored disc height, from a compressed 3 to 4 mm to a much healthier 11 mm. For the first time in years, Zalatoris reported that he was free from sciatica. Despite this progress, recovery is rarely straightforward. Being medically cleared to return to play after 15 weeks was one milestone, but feeling fully ready to compete at the highest level is another challenge entirely. The reality is that I'm 10 months removed from basically having my back reconstructed, he said. If I'm complaining about just a little thing here and there, I'll still take it. That statement reflects a shift in perspective. For Zalatoris, success is no longer measured solely by scores or leaderboard positions. Simply being able to compete without severe pain has become a victory in itself. Still, professional golf does not wait. Zalatoris is currently playing under a major medical extension and needs 255 FedEx Cup points to retain his PGA Tour status. That adds a layer of urgency to his comeback, forcing him to balance patience with performance. Since returning from a trip to South Africa, he has played only 8 rounds on the PGA Tour. Each round is carefully managed, each swing evaluated not just for effectiveness but for how his body responds. The patience game is obviously brutal, he admitted. Even on a day like today, where I make 8 birdies, we're still talking about it. But that's been my last 3 years. Indeed, the past few years have been defined as much by rehabilitation as by competition. Multiple surgeries before the age of 30 have reshaped not only his body but also his approach to the game. One of the most significant changes has been in his preparation. Long practice sessions, once a staple of his routine, are no longer feasible. My days of 5-hour grind sessions on the range are over, Zalatoris said. I'm still 29, I still have some spunk in me, but I definitely feel like a 29-year-old who's had 3 back surgeries. This evolution in mindset places him among a group of elite golfers who have had to reinvent themselves after serious injuries. In fact, Zalatoris himself pointed to 2 players as inspirations, Patrick Cantlay and Tiger Woods. Both Cantlay and Woods have dealt with significant back issues and have had to modify their swings and training routines to prolong their careers. For Zalatoris, studying their adaptations has become part of his own rebuilding process. One specific adjustment he is working on is reducing excess side bend in his downswing, a movement that can place additional stress on the spine. By refining his mechanics, he hopes to maintain performance while minimizing the risk of re-injury. the comparison to Woods is particularly compelling. After undergoing spinal fusion surgery in 2017, Woods faced uncertainty about whether he would ever compete again at a high level. Instead of chasing dominance, he shifted his focus to simply returning to the game. That mindset paid off in remarkable fashion when Woods won the Masters in 2019, completing one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Zalatoris is following a somewhat similar timeline. Like Woods, he returned to competition roughly 10 months after surgery. However, his situation comes with added pressure. While Woods had the luxury of time, Zalatoris must perform quickly to secure his tour status. Looking back, Zalatoris has described his 2023 microdiscectomy as the frugal route, a temporary solution that was expected to last between 2 and 8 years. In reality, the problem resurfaced in just 18 months. That experience influenced his decision to opt for artificial disc replacement, a more aggressive but potentially more durable solution. The goal this time is long-term stability rather than short-term relief. The coming months will be critical. Zalatoris has approximately 14 starts to prove that his body can withstand the demands of a full PGA Tour schedule. It's not just about playing well, it's about staying healthy enough to keep playing. At present, he is ranked number 299 in the world, a reflection of his limited play rather than his talent. Notably, he is not in the field for the Masters this year, a tournament where he has historically performed exceptionally well. In 3 appearances at Augusta National, Zalatoris has never finished outside the top 10. His ball-striking ability makes him a natural fit for the course, and his absence this year underscores how much his injuries have disrupted his career. Still, there is hope. A victory at TPC San Antonio would not only secure his tour status but also earn him a spot in the Masters, offering a chance to return to one of his most successful venues. His opening round at the Valero Texas Open provided a glimpse of what he is capable of when things click. The 8 birdies were a reminder that his skill has not diminished. More importantly, his body held up, at least for one morning. For now, that is enough. Zalatoris' journey is far from over. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and a constant balancing act between ambition and physical limitation. While the road ahead remains uncertain, one thing is clear: every round he plays is not just a competition against the field, but a test of his own endurance. And on days like this, when the birdies fall and the pain stays quiet, there is reason to believe that his best golf may still lie ahead.